Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Hallie and I'm so happy that you're here. Since I first became a reader a month ago, like I've been waiting for that long, since I got into reading as an adult, one of my most highly anticipated books has been Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. And today we're going to read not only Fourth Wing, but also Iron Flame. Hello you guys, it's Future Hallie. Before we get any further into the video, I did just want to say I actually didn't end up getting to the second book in this video. If you've never watched any of my videos before, I always try and be very honest and transparent about everything, and to be completely honest, I was having a couple of really bad mental health days before I started this video. I just was like reading slower. I didn't have as much time as I planned to read the two books, and by the time that I finished the first book, I would have honestly only been reading the second book, not because I wanted to necessarily, but I would have just been stressing to finish it so that I could finish this video, and I just don't want books to become that to me, if that makes sense. Like, I just want to enjoy reading books. I don't want it to be just me speeding through the book to get a video out, if that makes sense. And I do plan on making a video about Iron Flame still. It's just not going to be in this video because it was just too much for me at this moment, and I just wanted to be honest about that. But you can still look forward to an Iron Flame video from me at some point. It's just not in this video. I still hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, see you later. I believe this series is supposed to be 5 books, I think, but right now there's only 2. This one literally just came out like a week ago. And I got the holiday edition of Fourth Wing. They both have black sprayed edges. Truly, I'm living my best life with this one, honestly. I don't know what order I'm gonna put these out, but I'm planning on making a full spoiler reading vlog for this, and then also a non-spoiler reading vlog. Since I'm reading them back to back, like the first and the second back to back, and this is like a highly anticipated read for me, I just want to be able to say whatever I'm thinking whenever I'm thinking it, and I don't want you guys to have to be like skipping through the entire video if you have not read the book yet. So I feel like it would just be better to have separate videos, and I didn't want to only make a full spoiler vlog because that's happened to me where booktubers that I watch will read a book that I'm like really excited to hear their opinions on, but they only make a full spoiler video about it, and then I can't watch it, and it's just depressing. So I'm gonna try and accommodate everybody here. If you do want spoilers, go check if it's up. If it's not, it will be up soon, and then, you know, everyone will be happy. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing in today's video. That's it. I'm gonna quit rambling and literally start reading. It is 6:44 right now. I might just binge this whole book because, well, depending on how it goes, okay? I've never read a fantasy before. Okay, technically, I know people are gonna come for me because I read Harry Potter, and that's technically a fantasy, but in my brain, I don't compute that as a fantasy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because 1, it was literally a children's book, and 2, like I've seen the whole series, so it didn't feel like getting into fantasy for the first time because it didn't, I don't know, like this feels like my first real fantasy world book. So I'm equating this to my first step into the fantasy world, and I'm so excited to get into it. Everyone says that this is a quick read. Well, like it's easy to read, but I am a little bit worried about if there's like words that I don't understand, and if there's world building and politics. Like I don't know how easily I'll understand that, and if that will be kind of hard for me to grasp and remember. So I don't know if this will be a quick read or if it will take me longer to get through. So if I'm flying through it, I might literally just stay up and binge it because I am just in the mood to read. Honestly, I was going to start this vlog like 4 days ago, but then I was just like struggling with my mental health, so I just took a few days to literally do nothing and like not force myself to be productive and just like letting myself feel my feelings. So now coming out of that and like starting to feel better, I literally just want to read. Like I just want to lose myself in a world right now, and I feel like there is no place better to lose myself than in the world of Fourth Wing right now. It is the middle of November. It's like a week before Thanksgiving. I just feel like this is the coziest, best time to read this. It's starting to cool down in Arizona. I live in the desert, so like it doesn't really get that cold, but it's starting to cool down a little bit. I think it's like hitting the 60s or something at night. Let's see. Oh my god, stop. It's supposed to rain today. If you don't live in Arizona, you don't understand. It never rains here, like hardly ever. This monsoon season, it has literally rained like 1 time, I think. This could not be any more perfect. It's supposed to rain the night that I'm starting Fourth Wing, and I'm talking about cozy fall vibes. Are you kidding me? This just made everything 10 times better. I am in the best mood. I'm gonna open up my window right now so that I can see and hear the rain when it does start raining. This is the best. So anyway, I'm gonna start reading, and then we'll get into it. Whenever I have something to say, I'll just let you guys know. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, well, excuse me. I've only made it to me every time that I update for the first time. I made it through chapter 1 and I'm already obsessed, okay? I'm already obsessed. I have been taking notes because first of all the names are so hard for me to remember. Like in real life, it's already hard for me to remember names. So I've been writing characters down, my first impressions of them, their names, you know, all that stuff so I can like remember. The main character, her name is Violet, and her mom is like the commanding officer of the dragon riding thing. I don't really remember what it's called right now, but her mom is like the commanding officer and her older sister is already a dragon rider. And I guess Violet wasn't supposed to become a dragon rider. She was supposed to be a scribe, but at the last second, her mom decided to have her become a dragon rider. So that's why she's becoming a dragon rider. And I like love the relationship between Violet and her older sister Mira. Mira is like very overprotective, but then at moments she has like a very sensitive, caring side towards Violet, which I love. And it's like the same thing with the mom too. Like the mom can be so harsh, but then like there was only like 1 or 2 moments where she showed, you know, like the tiniest hint of compassion towards Violet, so that you do know like she loves her, but it's like she just does not show compassion. Like even to the older sister, she doesn't show compassion, but it's like, you know, she loves them. When Mira was helping Violet get ready to like go to conscription day, which is like the first day where you have to already pass a test on the first day, like walking across this windy bridge with no railing to like even get into the dragon riding training. So she was like helping her pack her things, get the right clothes on, wear the right boots, like all that stuff. And it was giving me vibes of like Hunger Games whenever Katniss is getting Prim ready for the reaping. It was like giving me that vibe. Like the older sister, she literally was like braiding her hair and like giving her all these tips and tricks, like trying to teach her as much as she can, because most other people, well not most, all the other people that are gonna be there have pretty much been training like their whole life to try out and like, you know, do this. But Violet has only been training for like 3 months. So she's trying to give her like years worth of advice in like 45 minutes before she has to leave. So anyway, that was like such a cute moment. Like I feel like in such a, like how in 1 chapter do I already feel like I know these characters so well and I'm like so invested in the storyline. Like I don't know if that's happened for me before. I think in other vlogs I've literally said like it takes me usually around like 100 pages in before I'm like really invested, and I literally feel so invested in this, and I finished 1 chapter. So the other thing that I wrote down is I didn't know that there was going to be like magic in this. Like I should have known because like dragons, like duh girl. But apparently you can like wield magic through the dragon that you are like connected with or bonded with, I guess would be the right word. So that's cool. I'm really excited to see like what other forms of magic are incorporated through the story. I also wrote down, it's really interesting because the way that they talk about the dragons, it seems like they are intelligent, which is so cool. Instead of them just being an animal, it seems like they really actually know what they're doing. Like they will judge people, and like if people are traitors, then they will like execute the traitor and like deal out punishments, if that makes sense. So like I'm really interested to see just more interactions with dragons, to see really how they are, you know. I'm like very intrigued. This is like so cool. Anyway, the last thing that I wrote down is at the end of chapter 1 we meet a character who I think maybe might end up being a main character, and I don't know if this is supposed to be like a enemies to lovers type of thing. Like I really don't know. All I know about it is that there is romance in it, but I was assuming it was like mainly like fantasy vibes and like just a very small subplot of romance. I don't know if this is gonna be like enemies to lovers. Like I don't know. Like is there spice in this book? Is there? But yeah, those are my thoughts just from the first chapter. It's literally crazy how much I'm enjoying this already. And on Spotify, I put on Fourth Wing like ambiance. I don't know why it feels so fancy to say ambiance, but I put on Fourth Wing ambiance instead of a Fourth Wing playlist. Most of the time I listen to playlists of like actual songs, but somebody had mentioned in the comments that if they're having a really hard time focusing, they will just put on like an ambiance playlist instead, and it has no words. And I am loving that, at least for this book, because it's playing music that's kind of like, it reminds me of what is that show? what is that other show? It's like about dragons. It's literally so good. Game of Thrones. So it's giving me like Game of Thrones vibes. And like, I feel like whenever I'm reading, I'm like, I mean, I say this in all my videos. I literally see it as a movie, and then the music, because it feels more like cinematic music than like music, if that makes sense. So it's like the perfect background for my movie in my head. I don't know. It's just been amazing. So I can already tell I'm going to be obsessed with this. I just want to keep going. I think I'm going to go make some food and then get cozy in bed for a little bit. I do want to read for a while tonight. So if I get too cozy, I might like go out on the couch for a little bit. But for now, I'm just going to eat some food and continue reading and continue enjoying this story because it's so good so far. Oh my god. It is literally 1:41 in the morning and I'm making myself stop here because it's just like so late. Like I know I'm gonna die tomorrow if I don't make myself go to sleep. But this is so good. I came out here because Mark fell asleep and he's snoring. But this is crazy. So I made it to chapter 13. I don't even know where to start without like spoiling anything. But like, okay, first of all, the writing of this, even though it's like a completely fake story, it just is like so believable. The world is so believable and it's so well written to where it's like I wasn't bored at all. And a lot of it was kind of like backstory, but like it just was not boring at all. So I made it to page 155. And then like, what else is gonna happen? Because the spot I'm stopping at, honestly, like I don't want to stop because it's like a major tipping point in the story. I've gotten to the point where she's made it essentially through school. So I'm like, what else is going to happen in this book? I wish I wasn't so tired so I could just keep reading because what the you know what else I will say? I am a romance girly, and so far the romance that's in here is such a subplot that it's like practically non-existent, but even that is written well enough to where I am like, it just, I see the hype. I get it. So the major things I'm taking away at this stopping point is one, I love the friendship that she's formed with this person. I don't want to like say names because I like to go into books blind. And so if you haven't read this yet, like I don't want to put anything into your brain that will like ruin the experience for you if you like to go in blind. So I'm really, really, really enjoying the friendship that she's formed with this person. I feel like it's just so like, I don't know, everything about the story is honestly just so believable. And like I have loved it because I just feel like I'm there. I literally have gotten butterflies. Like I feel like I am in the dragon school. I am training. So one, I love the friendship. Two, we have now met dragons, and last time that I checked in I was saying that I was really excited to see the interactions with the dragons, and oh my god, I love the way that the dragons interact with people. Like you literally can talk to them. That is so cool. So like once your dragon picks you, you can like talk to them and no one else can hear your conversation because it's like telepathically? It's telepathy. Okay, anyway, that was really cool to me, and they are intelligent. Is that what's called like a sentient being? Is that, did I make that up? No, that's a real thing. I just don't know if that's what this is. But anyway, I am like really enjoying the interactions between the writers and the dragons as well. Like that's so cool to me. I'm just like thoroughly enjoying this, and honestly, I wish I could like rewind time so I could like keep reading right now. But it's like almost 2 in the morning, and Cody's gonna wake up at 8 tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be so tired. So I'm just gonna stop for tonight, and then literally as soon as I wake up tomorrow, I'm picking up this book and I'm reading it. Mark was able to get the audiobook for me on his Libby account. For some reason on my Libby account, I have not been able to even rent a single book because all the books that I look up, it says it's like 3-month wait, 4-month wait. But while Mark was at work the other day, he randomly like looked it up because he knew I was gonna be starting it soon, and he rented it just in case I couldn't find it. So I signed into his and I was able to get the audiobook. So I might listen to that tomorrow so I can like get farther into the book while I'm doing things with the kids, because I have some like cleaning and organizing and like boring things I need to do during the day tomorrow. But I don't know, I'm enjoying reading it so much so far that I'm like, I don't know. So far, I feel like this is like a 4.5 star rating for me. I don't know. See, I'm going between 4.5 and 5 stars, honestly, which is crazy. The way that this has like given me butterflies, it's not like that giddy feeling that like my 5-star romances have given me, but it's like, it's the fact that I'm fully immersed in this world and it's so believable. And I just love the way that it's written because it's so like realistic, even though it's a fake magical world. I feel like this is a real place that I am going to go visit, even though I don't understand a lot of the names of the places and stuff. Like, it's not even like you have to remember what all the places are called or like the rules of the world or anything for it to feel real, because trust me, I don't remember any of that. I can hardly remember people's first names, let alone like the countries in the world. So like none of that even matters. It's just, it feels so real without even any of that mattering. And like the banter between characters, not even like flirty banter, but just the relationships built between all the characters, whether it's friendships or enemies or classmates or teachers or all that stuff, is just like so believable. And I don't understand how Rebecca Yarros can get me to care about a character so quickly, because I'm not the type of person who cares quickly. I feel like with book characters, like I have to be, I don't know, like it usually just takes me time to care about the characters. Somehow, some way, Rebecca Yarros is getting me to care about these characters within like a couple pages. Thoroughly enjoying this so far. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Okay. It has been a few hours. I went to grab food with my mom. If you're crunching in the background, that's the kids eating french fries. But I went to get lunch with my mom, and while I was out, I checked the mailbox, and I was so excited because I had 2 packages. One is from Waterstones, which, if you don't know, that is a UK bookstore, so you can get like alternate covers for books. I actually didn't know about this website, and then someone in the comments of one of my videos suggested it to me, and literally, I love you so much for that. So one of them is from Waterstones, and then one of them is from Barnes & Noble. So I'm so excited. I want to open those really quickly. And then I did get one other package, which I think is from my aunt. I wasn't expecting a package from her. I'm really interested to see what it is.
What did you do?
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
So I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Powerless. I'm so excited. I was literally gonna just buy the paperback version, but at the last second I saw that they had this in stock, and I know it's the tiniest difference, but I just love the pink flowers on the front instead, and the fact that it's hardcover. Very excited about that. Okay. Book packages are like the most satisfying to open. It's so cute. I've wanted to get Divine Rivals for the longest time, and I was just gonna get the one from Barnes & Noble, but then they released the second cover, and it's so pretty, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna want that one, then I want the first one to match. So I ordered both of them. The second one hasn't come out yet, but I got the first one. Cutie patootie. Now I really quickly wanna see what my aunt sent me. I have no idea what could be in here. So confused. Hold on, it looks like maybe a blanket. Oh my god. Let me back up so you can see this. It says, I like to stay in bed and read books. It's too peoply outside. This is such a Tia Layla thing, and it's like fuzzy on the inside. This is such a like thoughtful gift. I need to call her. And she's in a library. That is so cute. Thank you so much. What a good little unboxing. Okay, well, I am going to eat some food real quick, and then I'm thinking...
Mommy?
Yes, with you. And then I'm thinking that I'm going to just finish the book on audiobook, or I might just get to like where I have like 2 or 3 chapters left because I really need to clean. So I might just get to where I have like 2 or 3 chapters left on the audiobook and then finish the book in physical form. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. What a great day. It's been like rainy and cloudy today. This is the best day ever. Okay. See you guys in a little bit. Hello, you guys. It is much later now. I ended up having a pretty busy day. I listened to a lot of the audiobook today. I was really enjoying it. I'm like so glad that I decided to give audiobooks a try because I've been really liking them. It is much later now. It's 11:20 p.m. I ended up going out with my mom for a little bit earlier today. We went Christmas shopping and we had dinner together. So, you know, the night just kind of got away from me. I only have like 100 pages left, I think. I'm nearing the end. This book is so good. I know the last time that whenever I checked in with you guys last night, I know I was saying like, what's the rest of the book even gonna be about? Because school's over now. Like, no, honey, school just started. Okay, first of all, I took more notes so that I wouldn't forget because clearly my brain is all over the place. I just got to a major turning point in the plot. I don't know how to say it without spoiling. Things really just like heated up, you know, in the last couple chapters that I read. The first thing that I wrote down is that I love that's everything I wrote. I think I was just like too into it to like stop and write anything down because it was just like, I was just in it. So now I want to finish the book. I know it's really late, but I just want to finish it now. I'm contemplating getting into the second book, but for now, I am going to finish the book and then I will check in with you guys for my final thoughts. Next day, my chair is spinning by itself. Look at, I'm not even doing that. That's so funny. Anyway, it's the next day. I actually got ready today. Such a good feeling. I feel like I'd never get ready. I mean, I guess I was ready in the beginning of this video, but like that's only because I had bought new makeup that day and so I wanted to try it out, you know? And I haven't gotten ready since then, but I got ready today. Anyway, I don't know what I'm on today, but I just have all of the energy. It's probably because I actually slept. I got to sleep in this morning, which was so nice. But I tried to finish the book last night and I just literally could not stay up any longer. I got so close and then I just simply couldn't make it. So here we are. I'm on page 449 and the book is 518 pages. So what does that mean? I have, it's 51 plus 18. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, I'm so close to being done, so I really want to finish the book today. And I know I probably said this in the beginning of the video now because now I know. I don't think I'm going to get to the second book in this video. I really wanted to, but the thing is, I was going to start this video 3 or 4 days earlier than I ended up starting it. That's just because I ended up having a couple bad mental health days, and so I just didn't get to reading and like making content like I had planned. And then last night I was like, if I just push myself, I can try and finish this book and then get up really early and start the second book. And if I just read all day, I can finish the second book, and then I would have to edit through the night to get the video out to you guys by Saturday. And then I was just like, listen, don't do this to yourself. This is not what reading is about. I just had to remind myself, I don't want to have to speed through a book just to get it out for a video. Like I want to, why? The lighting on this keeps changing because it's like partly cloudy and partly not, and every 5 seconds apparently a cloud is going up in front of the sun. So if I get really white and then not anymore over and over, sorry. But hi Bentley, you want to come up here? Anyway, so I was gonna do that last night and then I was like, no, don't do that to yourself. That's not healthy. And I don't want that to become my relationship with books, like just reading it as fast as I can so that I can like make content about it. Like I want to actually enjoy the books and then make content about it because I enjoyed it and not the other way around. So that's how it is. You know, I'll see it as a positive and I get to make another video for you guys, hopefully soon, about the second book. So it would have been cool to have them both in one video. I feel like I can have it all in one place, but it'll still be fine. I'm gonna finish this book. I really am interested to see how it's gonna end because last night I ended off on page 448 and things were really like starting to take a turn. Honestly, it was like a really bad place to stop because I could feel that something cray-cray was about to happen. So I'm really interested to see what's about to happen because I think that this is leading to a possible cliffhanger for the book to end on. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen. Okay, let's finish reading the book. Oh my god. I finished the book. I have gathered my thoughts. I just had no words because the thing is, like, I knew it was gonna be like a cliffhanger, but like that is just not what I expected at all. And when I tell you, like, I made it to the end of the last page and then just, oh my god. See, now what's so messed up is I've decided that I'm not gonna try and read the second freaking book for this video, and now I want to read the second book. Okay, so I want to go ahead and give my final review of Fourth Wing while it's like still fresh in my brain because, oh my god. I'm just gonna start off by saying this is 5 stars for sure. For me, like 5 stars. Something about the way that it was written, like even the battle scenes, I was so engaged. And I've said this before in my other updates, but it's like the world was just so believable because of the character building and like the relationship between different characters. I feel like all the friendships and relationships were so believable. Like I felt like I'm emotionally attached to the other characters as if they're my friends too. The plot of this book, amazing. So much more than I was anticipating, honestly. One, I didn't really know anything about this book going into it. I just thought it was about like dragon school, like a cutie little, we're going to dragon school, we're gonna learn to ride dragons, you know? But no. This is so much more. Genuinely so good. Yes, there was romance. There is spice in this, but like literally not until the very end, and I think there's only like 2 spice scenes in this whole thing, which I didn't even know. I thought maybe there was like a subplot of romance, but like literally nothing. So that was fun and exciting, but I don't know. This was so good. I literally want to go start the second book now. Right after I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna read the second book in this video. Like now I just want to do nothing except for read the book. I don't know how people read this like a year ago and have just been patiently waiting. Like, excuse me? Because I want answers. I want the hot piping tea, baby. Like, are you kidding me? Such a good book. And honestly, I was a little bit worried to get into fantasy because the only other experience that I've had with fantasy as an adult was Harry Potter, which like did not go well for me. And also it was like a children's book. So definitely very different vibes. But this, so good. I don't even want to say anything because I don't want to spoil it. I feel like it was so fun to go into this completely blind because I had no idea what to expect. So like I genuinely don't want to say anyone's names except for like the main character and her family and stuff because I just don't want to ruin anything. I want you to have an amazing first surprise experience too. So all I will say, 5 stars. Great world building, great plot. The relationship between the dragons and the riders, amazing. Romance, amazing. If you have not read Fourth Wing yet, I definitely would recommend reading it. Now the second book is out, you won't have to wait as long. And I believe people when they say that this is a good way to get into fantasy because the world is not confusing. Like it was not hard for me to follow along. Like I don't remember the names of the places specifically, but like it didn't really affect my understanding of the plot, if that makes sense. I think that's why people recommend this if you are new to fantasy because it's not a hard world to understand. It's very easy to follow along. Even during like battles and stuff when there was like so much going on, I didn't get lost. I was just like, oh my god. So yeah, loved this. It truly lived up to my high expectations. So that's saying something. That's all I have for you guys in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are not subscribed already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my video for Iron Flame or future content if you enjoyed this one. You can also follow me on Instagram and Goodreads. If you want real-time updates, you can follow me on those places. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!